What's the central message that you are picking up vis-a-vis India specifically?
I think that while the rest of the world is handling their own stressors, and I'm hearing the word exacerbated much more. After pandemic, they're saying that it's exacerbated by the Ukraine, by political instability, inflation, all these things. Somehow, when they think about India, they say that there's a story that is unfolding. So there's some amount of optimism that here's a country that did, vaccines. We were out there. We have almost 8 different vaccines. So in the pandemic story, definitely something to be told. There's a strong state and central presence out here and Indians everywhere. So everyone is saying, hey, what's going on with you guys in India? And even if you look at The Economist, when I spoke to the chief editor, she said, you guys, this is the time that you can actually accelerate. And there's so while I see that the stressors, I'm never hearing the word hopeless. It's always hopeful. And I think that at the second word of that would be India.
Arjun, I am coming to you. You observe business, you yourself have operations here, and obviously you have a global footprint. What's the central thing that you feel, if it was done in the Indian context, what would be those key things that you feel could really enhance India's investment potential appeal?
So I tend to be very optimistic, perhaps more optimistic than my father-in-law has actually seen many more cycles than I have. But I do believe that we're certainly on the right track, and the twin variables that the global economy faces today, which is the war in Ukraine, as well as this unwinding of massive liquidity that's happening with central banks around the world, and the Federal Reserve is clearly late in that regard. I think India should actually weather those quite well in the next few years.
Mahendra Singhi ji, you manufacture cement.
Yes.
And that is the bedrock of all the ambitions that we can. Har ghar pakka ho, acha ho, hum swasth ho. But cement ke prices पिछले कुछ दिनों में बढ़े भी हैं. My question really is that in all of this is inflation and cost push pressure coming as a big challenge, because we thought 2 years of pandemic, we will come out of it and start growing and the common man will once again have some relief. But inflation seems to be cancelling all of that out for the masses, if not the classes.
Yes. So first I would say, we do make happiness material, which is cement, because by cement you make homes, by homes you become happy. And at the same time, inflation does impact people, but at the same time, it also impacts cement company, steel company. And if you look at inflation of fuel prices, mind-boggling, we never seen. And then if you look at the inflation which has happened in the cost, which also one should appreciate, then maybe 40 to 60 rupees a bag. And if you look at price increase, which might have happened at one place or other place, it may be ranging from say 5 rupees to 15, 20 rupees. So the point is that still cement companies have been able to absorb the cost increase, and that's why you would see.
You are not making profits. You are not looking at it only from a profit motive. Is that what you are saying?
Profits of cement companies have reduced. And because of inflation, it hits everyone. But at the same time, the cement companies of India are quite innovative. And that's why they have been able to manage to some extent. But if you look at the results, you will find net profit margin have gone down badly.
So sir, my next question, if all cost input increase were to be passed on, how much would you have to further increase a bag of cement?
It would vary from place to place, company to company, and it's hypothetical because it may
average
not,
बता दीजिए सर, ये आपके तो numbers बिल्कुल tips पे होते हैं.
Yes, but it may not be practical to share that. Okay. But at the same
you are
time,
not giving me a headline.
Yes, but at the same time, I am saying that the good part which we find in Davos is that the whole global community is able to pose confidence in Indian government,
Yes.
Indian entrepreneurs, and also they are calling certain Indian entrepreneurs ecopreneurs. It means that certain sectors, CEOs or corporates, they are showing more concern about environment also in addition to economy.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.